In a crowded African city, where buildings stood close together like tired soldiers, and dreams were often suffocated by survival, lived a girl, 17 years old. She was not ordinary, she was beautiful. She ran like the wind, climbed trees like the boys, fought battles no one saw. She was a tomboy. Not because she wanted attention, but because her spirit refused to be small. She had laughter that filled rooms, energy that could not be contained, and eyes that carried visions bigger than her environment. But before I continue, make sure to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to always get updated and not left behind on my videos. This same young African girl lived with her parents and 5 siblings in a small apartment that never truly slept. There was always noise, plates clanging, babies crying, voices arguing, life happening. It wasn't luxury, it was survival. But inside that small apartment lived a very big destiny, because inside this young girl was a sound, not just noise, not just music, but purpose. It started quietly, whispers of rhythm in her mind, words forming when she was alone, beats playing in her imaginations, until one day, at 17, she discovered it. She could rap, not copied lines, but words born from her soul. Words that carried pain, words that carried faith, words that carried fire. So she did what every other hopeful child would do. She ran to her mother, her heart racing with excitement, her hands trembling, her breath uneven. Her stammer fought her. I want to rap. Her mother looked at her, then laughed. Her siblings laughed too. Not the laughter of pride, but the laughter of impossibility. Cruel. How can you rap? Her mother asked. You can't even speak straight. Each word landed like a stone. Her siblings joined, mocking, imitating her stammer, laughing louder. You don't have anything, and you. She paused. You can't even talk properly. Something inside her broke, not loudly, but deeply. Her confidence collapsed. Her hope retreated. Her voice went into hiding. She stopped talking about it, stopped dreaming out loud. But because the world had told her she wasn't enough. Music became softer and fragile. But destiny has a stubborn voice. Her friends had seen something she couldn't see herself. They would drag her forward. Rap for us, she resisted, fear choking her courage, but they insisted. Finally, she would begin, her voice trembling, her words slow. Then suddenly something would happen. Her fear would disappear, her voice would rise, her rhythm would take control, and the classroom would explode. Cheers, shock, disbelief. Her friends believed in her, but belief is hardest when it must come from within. And she still doubted herself until heaven intervened. One Sunday morning, she walked into her church, a Pentecostal church. The air felt different, sacred, alive. And then a young pastor noticed her. He looked into her eyes, not at her weakness, but at her potential. And he asked her a question that would change her life forever. Can you write? She froze. Her mind raced. The pastor smiled, not surprised, not doubtful. Go home, he said, and write a rap in your native language. You will present it here, in 3 Sundays. Fear grabbed her throat. That night, sleep abandoned her. Her mind became a battlefield. Voices fought inside her. You can't do it. You will fail. They will laugh again. Tears soaked her pillow. And she did only thing she knew. She prayed, God, if this is from you, help me. Silence filled the room, but something inside her shifted. She stood up, picked up a pen, picked up a paper, and began. 1 word, 2 words, broken sentences, imperfect lines, but she didn't stop. For 2 days, she fought doubt. For 2 days, she fought fear. For 2 days, she fought herself. Strangers helped her find beats. People heaven had assigned to her destiny. And finally, it was ready. Her offering, her obedience, her faith on paper. Sunday came. She walked into the church. Her legs weak, her palms sweating, her heart violent inside her chest. The pastor saw her. She nodded. It's time. She sat in the back trying to breathe, trying to survive the moment. A coordinator approached her. Are you ready? Her voice trembled. Yes. Her name was called. Everything slowed down. She stood, fear screaming inside her, faith whispering. Walk. She swallowed hard and walked towards the pulpit, step by step by step. She stood before the crowd, hundreds of eyes watching, waiting, expecting. Her hands shook, her heart pounded. She closed her eyes, took one deep breath, and began. Her voice cracked, but she continued. Her voice grew stronger, bolder, freer. The church erupted. Cheers filled the air. People stood up, clapping, shouting, celebrating. Heaven had just announced her. Years passed. She kept going. She refused to stop. Doors opened. Stages multiplied. Cities called her name. Nations welcomed her voice. The same girl who was mocked was now celebrated. The same girl who hid her gift was now shining before the world. Her voice carried the gospel. Her reading carried healing. Her story carried hope. She became more than an artist. She became a proof that God chooses the unlikely. She grew stronger in faith, stronger in purpose, stronger in identity, and one day, God gave her love. A man who saw her heart, a man who honored her calling, a man who walked beside her destiny together. The beauty life, a ministry, a legacy, and she lived happily ever after. Not because her journey was easy, but because she trusted the one who wrote her story. She was once the girl they laughed at. Now she was the voice they listened to. She was once the girl who stammered. Now she was the girl who whispered nations. Because when God decides to use you, your weakness becomes your weapon, and your pain becomes your purpose. She didn't just find her voice, she found her destiny.
Now, if this video touched you, or you know who it's related to, my word for you is don't forget to keep hope alive. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell to always get updated on reality piece like this. See you in my next video. Bye!